Hi guys, Mel the Train Tutor here again with another product review, and in this product review we're going to be looking at Micro Art Studios crate heap sets. Okay, I've looked at Micro Art stuff before. Small company based in Poland. I reviewed their canal system, and the review will pop up in a link here, or I'll put it into the description. But anyway, we're here to talk about their crate heap system. Okay, and as much like the canal system, they come in these plastic bags with a little cardboard tag over the top. And I'm pretty cool with that, to be perfectly honest. I'm not into unnecessary packaging, so this is good. It lets you see what you're buying if you're buying it from a retail premises. And to be perfectly honest, could it get damaged a little? Yeah, it could, but no more than really, when you're putting it in and out of your train box, to be perfectly honest. So anyway, let's have a look at the goods. So we'll go camera down. There we go. No quagmire today, guys. I've got a go to after this. Right, so they do 3 sets, okay, and I've got set 1 and set 3 here. I couldn't get set 2, okay. They retail for roughly about £20, give or take a quid or so, yeah. Really depends where you buy them from. Okay, so let's have a look, and what we'll do is I'll have a look at the big ones first. I'll show you the little ones, and then we'll have a quick talk over the general range. So here we've got the big ones, and in the set 3, which is the big ones, yeah, you get 3 pieces. Okay, and they are big pieces in all honesty. Okay, so here you have it. Here are the 3 main pieces. Okay, and they're made of Micro Art hard foam, and I've said this before in another video, but watch out for the actual foam underneath. Okay, it comes in sort of different shades, and I'll just quickly grab one out of here just so you can see properly. Yeah, you can see the difference in the colour of that. This darker stuff is better. It doesn't break off. This is lighter and more susceptible to damage. I mean, I can carve it with my thumb. Take chunks out of it, where you can't do that with this. It's really much harder. Okay, so if you've got a chance to get eyes on this sort of stuff in the shop, always go for the packs which have the darker foam in. It's far better quality. It'll stand up better. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I don't know why they're still shipping these. I mean, when I looked at the last one, I thought, oh, they've got a few odd pieces before they move to a different, foam set. But time will tell. Either way, try and keep away from the lighter foam and go for the darker one, because it is better quality. Okay, now if you turn them over, okay, the large pieces are measuring roughly 9 inches across by 5 inches wide. Okay, and to put that into perspective, I've got a little Eldar model here. Look at him, he's cool. I don't think you can see the eyes I painted on that, but they're really good. Anyway, so functional, they stand on the base perfectly well. This rim around here, it's been done in layers, so what it allows you to do, as you can see, is actually stand models up. So you've got the choice. They could be completely behind cover, they could be partially in cover, or they could be in no cover at all, depending on how you place them. So they're nice functional pieces, and this is a theme that goes across the entire set. I mean, these smaller ones are a little bit more fiddly, yeah, because obviously they're designed to be, smaller. Okay, but you can balance models on them. Now, all the sets come at roughly 2 inches high. Yeah, so obviously the first layer is roughly 1 inch up, the second layer is another inch up. Okay, so these are 9 across by 5 wide. The smaller ones, these work out roughly 6 inches across by 4 wide. And I'll just put that to the side. Now, looking at it, there's an interesting mix of boxes and crates, to be truthful. There's sort of 2 or 3 versions of barrels, and then a mix of boxes and crates. Yeah, all following the same similar style, which is this sort of square block, but a lot of them have different detail on them. So, for example, if I turn that round, you can see straight away you've got some straight panel, you've got the vent ones, you've got a fan one, you've got a straight panel one. So there is variation in there, and when you paint them up, that's going to look good. Okay. Now, moving on, the actual castings. I'll be honest with you guys, I spent quite a while trying to figure these out. and whether they've been casted roughly or poorly casted with lots of air bubbles. Yeah, because if you actually look at them, I mean, there isn't a straight edge on them, in all honesty. Every single edge has some sort of damage on them. Okay, and quite significant in some places. You know, there's, as I was looking through them, there's some places where big chunks are missing out of barrels and things like that. And I was literally trying to think, right, well, you know, is this a really crappy mould, a moulding process and casting process, or is this, what you call it, is it meant to be like that? And what I've come to the conclusion is, after looking at it at quite some depth and certain pieces, they've definitely been cut in and distressed with the master cast. And I think what they've done is, rather than have them perfect and then have to face up with mould damage they can't control, they've damaged the master, chipped into the master, so that where you get mould damage and where you get miscastings, it doesn't seem as bad. But I mean, there are clear, you know, air holes and pocket holes, and some of them are quite large. But because they've distressed the master mould, they just blend in. So what I'd say is, if you're looking for nice, clean heaps of crates for like a starport, this is storage, keep well away. Yeah. Yeah, if you're looking for the junkyard sort of, you know, these have been abandoned, it's all naff, you know, they're rotting, then these are good. These will fit in quite well. The actual other texture that's put on them is quite simply lots of PVA and gravel. And in some places, it sort of falls where it wouldn't naturally fall, to be perfectly honest. Okay, so it doesn't look that realistic, but it's such a minor detail that once it's painted up, I don't think it'd be a problem, and I'm looking forward to painting these up. So overall, yeah, the castings aren't brilliant, but because they're for a junkyard, they are. You know, it's a bizarre situation. They work really well. Okay, so like I say, if you're buying these with the intention that you want them to be stowage, yeah, for some sort of industrial area, give it a miss. It's not going to look right. Yeah, if you're looking, I mean, for example, just quickly while I spotted it, do you see that massive air hole there? Okay, never mind, I don't think you can. But if you're looking for scrapyard, junk, you know, orc, or the barbarian, apocalyptic sort of scenery, this is good. Now, I'll move these to one side and we'll quickly have a look at the smaller pieces. Okay, and in the smaller piece bag, you get 4 pieces. And these measure roughly 6 inches across by 4 inches wide. Okay, and their height is 2 inches. Okay, much like the others, so they fit in really well as a set. They're modelled out of exactly the same barrels, so they fit really well, you know, within the style and the look of them. Okay, now I was talking about the bottoms of these being really light, and what I want to do is very quickly show you, because I saw one in here. Can you see the difference between that? That is hard as hell. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, literally, I'm going to do this. Yeah, I've just broken that bit out of the base there, and I'll put it on there so you can see the difference. Okay, you can see there's a massive difference in the colour. I'm going to try and break. I didn't swear then. Almost did. I can't even break into this. Okay, so once again, stick with this colour stuff if you can. You know, there is a wide range, and the darker the better. But anyway, the smaller pieces, 6 inches by 4 inches, 2 inches high, exactly the same style, exactly the same mouldings. They've got some nice little figure pieces on some of these models, where unique pieces that make them stand out. I mean, this one, that just looks like it's been covered in plastic card. You know, I'm not sure exactly where you get that situation in a crate heat where 2 sheets of corrugated iron cut at different areas fit perfectly. Yeah, but minor detail, guys. So you get 4 small pieces in the first set. I'm going to have to put them like that so you can see them. Yeah, and then you get 3 long pieces in the next one. Okay, now as I said, these packs are retailing for about £20. And I've got to say, for £20 each, it's not bad. These are a £5 each. That means these are roughly £6.60 each, I'd imagine. Okay, compared to what you can get for 20 quid from other stores, yeah, these are really good. They're worth the money, in my opinion. I mean, from my point of view, you could spend £60 on 3 sets, yeah, do a few little scratch build pieces, okay, and you've got a table's worth of terrain. And you're getting a table's worth of terrain, yeah, for cheaper than some places sell a single piece of scenery. Yeah, and you know what I'm talking about. Damn, I can't buy. There's plastic models more expensive than this as a table's worth of terrain. Okay, guys. So, overall, is it worth it? It's functional. It looks good in an apocalyptic setting. Yeah, it is worth it, in my opinion. It gets my thumbs up to MicroArts for these. You know, I had a bit of a beasting on them with the castings for the, with how flat the canal system was. Yeah, but these are perfect, absolutely perfect. They sit flat. I think they're going to look brilliant, and they're going to be dead easy to paint up, to be perfectly honest. Dead easy. So I'm going to crack on with that. Let me go cameras up. So guys, MicroArts crate heap system, well worth it, guys. Thumbs up from me. Well done, guys. Just the only caveat really is stick with the dark foam if you've got a chance to pick, okay? And just avoid them for anything where you want clean looking boxes and crates, because they're not going to work for that, okay? But anything apocalyptic, orky, barbarian, you know, scrapyard, bang on, mate, absolutely bang on. And if you had a few little bits of plastic out of, you know, your collection of bits, yeah, they'll be quite unique. They'll be really good, I think. So guys, that's it. Hope you like the review. I'll be back with more tutorials soon. I'll see you soon, guys. Have a great day. All the best.